Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD, where I have been sort of off the radar for a couple of weeks, and I apologize. It has been interesting to say the least. Had some health developments, and it's just made me exhausted. So I am still awake. I think I can do this. So we're going to see how long I can handle painting. We'll see if anybody shows up. But in the meantime, until somebody's here to ask some questions, we'll just kind of play it by ear and have some fun. Anyhow, Hungar! Good morning! How are you, my friend? I need to get stuff in the mail for you. I promise, Hungar, I have not forgotten. They are still sitting here. I have just been a mess. Where have I... So, nothing on your level, but you're gonna end up having to hear the stories multiple times. So anybody listening, I apologize. This is how this stream is gonna be. So on the 4th of July, I started hiccuping. That went for like a week, and then I started throwing everything up that I was eating. That went for longer. So I finally went to the doctor, and turns out I have a hiatal hernia, which basically means my stomach is trying to escape my abdomen and make its way into my chest. And so it makes it hard to breathe. It makes it hard to have any energy. I still kind of get upset stomach. Good morning, Steven. And so lately I've just been getting off of work, and I will just go in and crash out. And it's not fun. I have an appointment with a gastrodoc on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Thank you, Hungar. I appreciate it. But yeah, I have an appointment with a gastrodoc. Talked with one friend who actually has the same thing that I'm dealing with. And so essentially we'll figure, well, once I talk to the gastrodoc, I'll have a better idea of what is going on. Anyways, so I'll keep everyone posted. I've like, that's the funny thing. I got a burst of energy, and I recorded a whole bunch of videos, and that's all the stuff that's been coming out on Mondays. Like, that was literally recorded back at like the beginning of the month. And it's probably what's kept the channel alive. I've had something coming out. Anyways, but all right, so real quick. This is kind of, again, getting back in spirit. I need to do a little bit on Hungar. I just need to get a little bit more detail on the base. So we're going to work on that today. But I found this on, I think it was like a Facebook ad for Amazon. 21 brushes. It was like $20. And it's like, I'm usually cheap with my brushes, but it also had like these big floofy dry brushes. and like actually like has like a bunch of sizes. So while I don't need that for Hungar, I figured, you know, let's try it. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, so we'll get to that in a second. I need to finish off this base so that I can put Hungar in the mail and fulfill my promise. So yeah. Sorry it's taken so long, Hungar. Thank you for being patient with me. Anyways, but yeah, so I've got all these brushes. I really need to use them, and yet here I am just pulling up my old brushes. We'll get to them in a little bit. Thank you, Hungar. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's one nice thing about doing the painting online, is that at least this way you're like, well, I know he's been working on it, so it should still show up at some point, even though I'm technically like way overdue. So yeah, this hernia sucks. Like, it doesn't hurt, so that's a huge plus. But seriously, like, I'll sleep pretty hard, and then I'll wake up. I'll be awake for a couple hours, and then I will crash. And Kim will wake me up like right before I have to go to work. So it's frustrating. But essentially, I mean, that's been the exciting part of my life the last couple weeks. Other than that, it's just been work and sleep, work and sleep, work and sleep. I just realized. No, it's not IBS. It's a hiatal hernia. I guess you came in like right in the middle of the explanation. Essentially, my stomach is trying to escape my abdomen into my chest. So, and it sucks because, like, there's only so much room in my chest, and it's not designed for it is not designed for my stomach to be there. So it just feels like I'm not getting enough oxygen. Good morning, Dr. Death. How are you, buddy? Clearly, I suspect that means that you are still waiting for your Battletech order to show up. If it makes you feel better, so am I. And I was a day one backer. So this whole man, just the disaster that this Kickstarter seems to be turning into. Like I don't doubt that I'm gonna get my stuff. I'm actually not worried about that at all. But just the dumb mistakes that they've been making. You know, like, oh, we're gonna put out a cookbook, and I'll push back against that, Dr. Death. I don't think they're slow walking it. I think there's just that many pledges, but like, they could still be doing it faster. Like, I don't think Clan Invasion took this long. I don't think they used Quartermaster last time, but it still didn't take. It still didn't take this long. Anyhow, we'll see what happens. And hello, Seraphis. Yeah, why would they send out? Why would they send it out in batches? Just like Quartermaster should just have like here's the spreadsheet of everything, and you know, just go. Why is anything be? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not involved. I'm just waiting for my stuff. We'll see. Like I didn't even order that much. Oh no! I'm so glad you like your miniature. So far, everyone that has received theirs has very much appreciated, which has been awesome. That's the best part. Oh, it's just okay. I don't know. Like I said, I got charged. I haven't changed my address. So I believe I will get my stuff, but clearly it will be down the road. Yes, we are dunking on Quartermaster Logistics. I mean, there's plenty to dunk on Catalyst about. The cookbook nonsense. That's honestly like one of the funniest. And it's the email. Oh, well, we didn't know. We, or we knew it was going on. We just thought that they would already do the attribution. Like, it's a recipe. Like, you can't copyright a recipe. You can copyright the wording you use on the instructions, but like a list of ingredients, can't copyright it. I know that much. But again, it's like the number of unforced errors is just absolutely insane. And very confusing to me. Like, this isn't their first Kickstarter. This isn't their first BattleTech Kickstarter. Yeah. But no, Seraphis, okay. You can't dunk on them for getting the recipes off the internet. Like, if you go into any bookstore and you see like the official Halo cookbook, nobody sat down and, you know, invented recipes based on Halo. They went and found recipes and then, like, tweaked the instructions a little bit, and that was it. That's it. Every single time. Every single time. You know. So, I'm not faulting them for that. But they clearly got lazy in what they were doing. So I don't really like, while I understand it, I'm also not covering them I'm also not cutting them a lot of slack. Again, if you're gonna make fun of someone, that's fine. You just gotta make sure you're doing it the right way. That way, you know, like, they know that they got tagged. So tell Grim hi for me. We'll see how long it goes, but yeah, this is just me trying to get back into my groove. I know everybody, like, I'm actually kind of surprised nobody ever was like, hey, are you ever coming back? Kind of makes me a little sad, but, you know, regardless, thanks for hanging out, Seraphis. Like, that has been one of the most frustrating, is just feeling out of it. Like, actually, yeah, I know I'm going to tell this story like 10 times. I developed a hiatal hernia, which is where your stomach tries to escape your abdomen into your chest. And it's not fun. And so I've just been tired and out of sorts. Like, I saw Mundo last weekend, and so he can back me up on this. Like, I just could not focus. Like, just having a conversation. I hadn't seen Mundo in person in months. Maybe over a year. I don't know. Regardless, it's been a while. And just trying to have a conversation with a couple of people, and it was annoying. So, needless to say, I'm actually, now that there's more people here, I do have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. I will keep everyone posted. But I am not dead. I haven't abandoned the channel. just been hard to motivate myself. Mostly just because, again, just feeling tired. So, anyways, but you know, I do have some projects in mind. Things have had to change. Like I'm still working on Necromunda. But the guy that I was going to play with, now doesn't get off until, different kind of hernia, Dr. Death. This one, your stomach's like right here. And then your diaphragm, your esophagus has to go through your diaphragm to get to your stomach. And so basically what's happened in my case is like part of the stomach has gone boop and popped up above the diaphragm. And so it's taking up space up here where it doesn't belong. And so when I breathe, it's supposed to let my lungs expand, but there's something else up here taking up space. It's the simple way to explain it. So there's a couple of surgical options. Which I sort of don't want to do. Yes, exactly, Mundo. It is a hiatal hernia. Type 3, since you are probably a little bit more familiar with that. And
nope.
So there's a couple of surgical options.
The other one's dead.
One sounds like it's pretty easy. The other sounds like it would lay me up for like 6 weeks. So who knows? Maybe I'll be taking a break again. Hey, Malachi. Doing okay. Just trying to do something so everyone knows I'm not dead. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Anyhow. So yeah, I'll keep everyone posted. We'll see what happens. But including the fact that my boss hasn't really gotten back to me if I can take the time off. Throws a couple extra wrenches in the plans. Kim and I were hoping to take a trip to Australia. But it's looking like that probably won't happen now. Or it might happen next year. We'll see. Time for me to retire. Not quite. I have a little too much debt for that. Um, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know, Doc's probably going to tell me that I need to stop being fat. It's like, I know. Kim's going to laugh and say, I told you so. I'm going to be like, I know. So we'll see. But I'm not fat. I'm just fat. See, and that's kind of how I think of it. Like I know people that are more round than person shaped. And like, to me, that's obese. But technically, according to the doctors and such, technically I am. So yeah, I need to lose weight, and I keep trying. I like food. Ooh, I kind of like this. I like how this is coming out. I went with flesh wash instead of the standard dark tone. I like the more red tones that it's giving. All right, we're gonna have to let that dry. All right, Hungar, we will come back to you. Anyhow, so, but I mean that's the primary cause of a hiatal hernia, being fat. So, doctor might say, my wife is not a terrible cook. I like 95% of what she makes. And usually if I don't like it, it's because I didn't like it anyways. Like, before she started making it. Or, like, she goofed in making it. So, like, too much salt or something along those lines. Alright, so got a few more things on the table. Started working on these. We got a cataphract, and this is going to be I think Romano Lyle. Yes. So I'm going for something along those lines. Not too hard. I mean, it's like, so there's like some black lines right here. So it looks like just kind of like black splotches that are then covered by some yellow splotches. and just kind of randomly all over the mech. So that's what I'm gonna do. That wasn't what I intended. Let's bring this over here. All right, so I'm gonna go with no, that's crap. All right, let's try one of these. Let's try this large. Well, that's great to start with. Brand new brush, and it's already split like that. Well, I didn't pay a large amount for these brushes, so let's experiment. So I'm using my black gray. Okay, we've also got like, I guess, ergonomic grip. These are my Amazon find brushes. A big fat set. For a decent price. So I figured, you know what? Let's for this price, I will give them a try. That's another reason I wanted to get on and stream today, is because I had new brushes to try out. And then started by using my regular brushes. But I needed to finish Hungar. Yeah, that's the reason. Alright, that's not quite doing what I want. What about this one? In number 2 round. Yeah, and I've missed hanging out with everyone on stream as well, Dr. Death. Part of it was the health update. Part of it was being a little demotivated by just some outside stuff going on. And so yeah. So for now, I like, especially because doctor appointments, that kind of stuff, needing to know what's going to happen, things like that. So it might still be a little irregular, but I'm trying to get back to doing at least the Monday, Friday streams. I'd like to get regular topics and tangents up on Thursday nights. Typically, like, I've been doing it with interviews, but I need to get to the point where it's just like I'm doing it anyways, whether there's an interview or not. Because it's too easy to let myself not do it if I don't have an interview. So yeah, whether it's like I also need to like figure out topics to talk about. So I'd like to do, obviously, like, covering everything. So I mean, cover board games, cover what I'm doing with miniature games, cover role-playing games, just whatever's going on. The Bear game with Bear is no longer. Bear shut everything down. As far as I am aware, the Tuesday night game is no longer something he wants to do. So he asked me what I wanted to do, and I just said, look, I want to play. He was asking, like, should we bring back Star Trek? I said, that's fine. And then he decided, nope, we're not doing Tuesday nights anymore. So it's like, okay, that's your call. So yeah, at the moment I am without a game of any kind. I mean, I know I need to do stuff at home, but like that's part of the thing. I mean, that's part of been the demotivation. Like I was like, so with the ADHD, I mean, I get into, if I can get myself into a routine and I can keep it going, it'll just keep going. But break my routine and it's really hard for me to get it going. So yeah, but Bear wanted to stop everything. So we weren't doing the 4-Color Cafe, and so it's been frustrating to say the least. All right, so there's some spots.
I'm painting.
I think you did, Dr. Death. You were able to get the family out of the apartment and into a rental house, so that's good. Especially the way that rentals are all going. I don't know if I am going to play in that Mundo. I am playing in the Kill Team tournament tomorrow. So this one I'm a little annoyed with because I was looking at Legends 2 and there's an Axeman for Eric Sandoval Grohl from a Dark Age era. So I already started painting it like that, which isn't bad. It's not a bad scheme. But
Yes, it is.
Then I realized that there's an Adam Steiner version from Legends 1. So now I need another Axeman. Anyways, yes, it is at the Chandler GW store. I don't know what time it's at. I don't think that got mentioned. Anyways, we'll see how well sleep goes tonight. But I already cleared it with Kim, so she knows that I'll be gone. But I mean, it's also Kill Team. 3-4 hours at most. So I'm not too worried. But we'll get all of our shopping and stuff done tonight.
Wait, you're finally playing Warhammer?
What do you mean, finally playing?
I don't think you've ever played it in, like, the entire time that I've been born.
That is not true. But it's been a long time.
When was the last time you played it?
Look, we're not talking about that, you dork. It's not that it's not about how long it's been, it's the fact that I am playing it now. And that's fine. How are you doing, Nerds Nerd? Alright, one thing that sucks about this picture is that it's a lot of shadows, so I'm not entirely sure I'm getting it. Getting the proportions right, but I don't care. Good, it'll be good enough. I saw your Merrick stuff, Nerds Nerd. That stuff was great. Well done. Although mildly sexist comment. Girls are always really good at painting.
You're getting canceled.
It's not supposed to be sexist. It's just it could be interpreted that way.
You're getting canceled.
I'm probably gonna get canceled. No, just some of the best painters I've ever known, like, have been the ladies. Very nice. I think I did. I I completely forget what I did for Max. It was some Capellan warrior house. I just forget what. I like how it came out. It was really interesting, just because like I did kind of like a khaki undertone, and then a dark brown dry brush. And I wasn't expecting it to work, but I really liked how it came out. But it was fun to paint something up for a friend as a gift with zero expectation in return. Although I've ended up with so many of his RPG books from the Have Max's Crap giveaway. So that was fun. But I didn't paint him the miniatures for that. It just ended up that way. Yeah, I haven't done a ton of Liao. But I was really proud of how those came out. We'll see how well Miss Romano comes out. But that's for some steps down the line. I'm going to be going kind of in pieces across these, just to keep moving. Whew. Although I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go. Having to take deeper breaths more frequently is very frustrating. It's also making me a little lightheaded. I haven't even been going for an hour. Ugh. Oh, Nerd's Nerd. I'm assuming you are still here. I hope you are. If you come back and watch this, if you're not, I hope you come back and watch this later. All right. Fair assumption. I appreciate it. No! All right. I think you were here when I was painting it, but check it out! It's Hungar! I need to clean up the base a little bit. I'm not a super fan of the base because I did it on an FDM printer, and so you can see all the layers, but I think Hungar will still like it. I like how the wash came out. I'm probably going to pick up a little more detail on the base. But anyways, look! It's Hungar! He's more or less done. There you go. You've seen Hungar. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. I am gonna call it. Thank you so much, Nerds Nerd. I'm glad you like it. Okay. I am feeling like poop. So I am sorry that I'm going to cut this short. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. You know I appreciate it. If you don't know I appreciate it, trust me, I absolutely do appreciate it. I am going to try and be back on Monday. That will be interesting because we get to get a new air conditioner, so we'll see how noisy it is. I don't know, but I'm going to try and be back on Monday. I'm going to try and get back into the regular swing of things. But again, with the health issues, it's just hard to keep going. So I just got to get back there. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Guys, have a wonderful day. If I do not see you, have a wonderful weekend. Go play some games. We will talk soon. And yeah, thanks everybody.